Sammy Rivera against Glenn Wolfe.
Ladies and gentlemen, this contest is scheduled for 6 rounds, undefeated welterweights. Your referee for this event from Brandon, Mike Boggs. Introducing first in the red corner to my right, wearing the red trunks, white trim, he weighs 147.5 pounds, from Miami, Florida, undefeated in 6 professional fights, 5 knockouts, Glenn Wolfe. Wolfe. His opponent, wearing the all-black trunks, he weighs 146.5 pounds, from Knoxville, Tennessee, undefeated in 6 professional fights, with 4 knockouts, Sammy Rivera. Rivera, 6 rounds, undefeated welterweights.
You both know the rules of the Tampa Boxing Commission. I expect you to abide by them. If you should score a knockdown, I want you to go to the furthest white corner, stay there until I tell you to come out. I don't want low blows, holding and hitting, rabbit punches through kidney punches. I want a good, clean, fair fight. If I give you a command, I expect you to obey it. I'll let you fight on the inside as long as all 4 hands are free and you're not using your head as a weapon. All right, shake hands. Have a good one.
Glenn Wolfe in the red, Sammy Rivera in the black. And Angelo, I know you like this matchup.
Well, I think it's a real good fight. I'm very high on Glenn Wolfe. I've watched him in many fights. Several things went on in the corner that bothered the heck out of me. They threw rosin into the ring.
This is Wolfe's corner.
Yeah, that worried me sick when that happened. Now, the only thing I don't know if Wolfe knows how to handle a southpaw.
What worries you about the rosin?
Because you get the fighter's eye. If he gets knocked down, go into his eyes, create the bad eye problems. That should never be let to be happen.
All right, appears to have settled now as these two go at it.
Yeah, but that rod should be gotten out of the ring and wiped out of the ring. It don't belong there.
Glenn Wolfe, 22 years old, in the red. 6 fights, 5 of them by KO. Sammy Rivera, 25 years old. 6 fights, 4 of them by KO. Each undefeated going into this one. Scheduled 6-rounder. A couple of welterweights in there. Wolfe known as a hard-hitting fighter. A couple of his knockouts, first-rounders up against bangers, Jeff Nelson and Vin Hammack. The one against Hammack, he went out and he avenged a loss back in the Florida Golden Glove finals to Hammack. Came back as a pro and beat him. 1-round KO. Now it is Wolfe working out of the corner with his back, now turning around on Rivera.
He knows how to fight a southpaw because he's digging those left hooks to the body and on top also.
And this has been a slugfest from the opening bell. A left by Wolfe connecting.
The fest won't go too much longer. If the Rivera gets hit a couple left hooks like he just got hit, he's going to be on the floor.
Don't hold him. I got you. No punch. Don't hold him.
Midway through this first round, it has been an action first round so far. Both fighters going at it.
Rivera has 2 chances. Slim.
It's almost on cue.
Right.
Well, using the ropes to his advantage there.
Wolfe's too much fighter for Sammy. Sammy's a banger, but evidently he can't contend with the firepower of Wolfe. But he's got a banger's chance because he's in there trying and he's pitching.
And he's banging.
That's the only chance he's got. But he's better off backing up Wolfe than letting him, take it to him.
Wolfe scoring, getting through on Rivera. And now backing him into the corner again.
Wolfe is fighting a classic fight to beat a southpaw. He's taking it right to him, and that's the way you beat a southpaw.
Going straight at him with 22 seconds to go in round number 1.
Punch out of it. Come on.
All right, we come to the end of round 1. Glenn Wolfe against Sammy Rivera.
Toyota is turning the truck world upside down. Introducing the new generation.
Right now, he's sitting in the corner after about 6 or 7 rounds. He's only gone 1 against Glenn Wolfe.
Well, Glenn Wolfe is like a windmill, letting the punches go from every angle, and he hurts. He's a good puncher. I think that Rivera's going to have to go all out and try to gamble, or he got no chance.
I think he has already. Native of Miami, now fighting out of Knoxville, Tennessee. His undefeated record of 6-0 with 4 KOs on the line. Here against 22-year-old Glenn Wolfe out of Miami, Florida. Wolfe also 6-0. He has put 5 of his victims to the canvas. And Wolfe comes out swinging again. Second round. Couple of welterweights in there. Low blow by Rivera, but does not stop Wolfe. Continues to fire away in close. Well, you've heard of toe-to-toe. These two going head-to-head.
Yeah, and the body shots that Wolfe is hitting Rivera is going to get paid there pretty soon.
Wolfe really doing the job and wearing Rivera down, but Rivera still stands in there tall, taking everything and trying to dish something back.
Watch your head, Glenn. Get your head.
Now, those body shots took everything out of Rivera, and he's looking to protect his body. He's not pitching like he should be.
Keep him up, keep him up.
In the second round, Glenn Wolfe in the red trunks, Sammy Rivera in the black. With Wolfe, it's been a machine-like fight.
Well, he's got a great repertoire of punches there. The fellow that trains him and manages him, Marcel Clay, used to be an excellent middleweight himself. He's doing a good job of teaching this youngster.
And Wolfe tireless. Incredible how many punches he has thrown in the 2 rounds. We thought we saw that many with Frankie Randall, but Wolfe has outdone him here.
Yeah, he puts them all together. Rivera's showing all kinds of gameness from there. I mean, I don't know how he's staying in there, really.
It's amazing what young man will do for a Cabbage Patch cake, huh?
Well, not Cabbage Patch. It just shows you the guts and the way they try forever to stay in there. They're trying. All these kids, when they get in there, they're trying to be winners. Rivera's a well-conditioned young man. He's really trying to take it back to him.
Well, if he's well-conditioned, what do you say about Glenn Wolfe?
Glenn Wolfe's got more talent than Rivera. I think.
And that one stunned Rivera. "15 seconds to go in this second round. And Rivera still standing, taking punishment from Glenn Wolfe. And Wolfe is still throwing. Sink so far in the first 2 rounds.
Put your head there and move it and bang him right where your head was.
You know, interesting in the corner there is a young lady. A young lady working as a chief second. I'm curious what the young lady's name is.
Well, here's some of the action to close out round number 2. And we venture into round number 3. Wolfe doing a little more dancing, keeping away now.
Wolfe's fighting them all wrong now. Dancing away from the southpaw is a mistake, because if you let the southpaw take charge, then you're in trouble.
Mike Boggs breaks it up. So here in the 3rd round, a little something different from Glenn Wolfe. Perhaps he has figured he's thrown so many through 2 rounds.
Hal, oddly enough, you'll notice that Wolfe will catch more punches bouncing around like that than he did early on, because they'll run into a punch bouncing. You got to take it to a southpaw, aggressively box him. bounce gives Rivera chances of more aggression coming at him. He's not getting hit punches. So Wolfe may have blown his cool a little bit, may have run out a little gas. So he's looking to, you know, reserve the gas tank. That's the way Wolfe should fight Rivera, right the way he's fighting right now.
As he has been. All right, so Wolfe now going to the inside game here in round number 3. This has been nonstop. No lulls in this one. Scheduled for 6 rounds, 2 welterweights. They certainly can't continue this kind of pace through 6.
Oddly enough, the pace is telling on the better fighter, Glenn Wolfe.
Well, maybe Rivera, taking all the punches in the first couple of rounds, has Wolfe right where he wants him.
Yeah, he's starting to buckle Wolfe with those body shots now. He's having more effect with his punches than Wolfe had with all his punches.
Angelo Dundee, who really likes Glenn Wolfe as a fighter, but reminder, both of them come in as undefeated. Both 6-0, and both have scored KOs. 5 for Wolfe, 4 for Rivera. And Wolfe right now has to be wondering what he has to do to shake up, to affect Sammy Rivera, who has withstood it all so far here into the 3rd round. As we come to the close of round number 3. Wolfe. The stable of Safil Ali, a lightweight who was on the card tonight, and Ali, who has an amateur team of 32 fighters in Tallahassee, Florida. He is the manager and trainer, along with his sister, and Arlene is the secretary of that amateur team in the fight game, and Marcel Clay, who is working in the corner of Safil Ali, the lightweight, also working in the corner here of Glenn Wolfe, and Arlene is right there, right behind him.
I noticed our boy Glenn Wolfe in the corner. He was having a tough time breathing. He may have a slight cold. I think it's taking its toll on him.
Wolfe, 22 years old, out of Miami. Rivera, 25, originally from Miami, now fighting out of Knoxville.
Rivera, that last round, hit the most telling shots. He was hurting Wolfe with some of the shots. I think if he puts a couple together, you might see the tide of this fight change.
This is round 4, scheduled for 6. Glenn Wolfe in the red, Sammy Rivera in the black.
Rivera's been very effective with that pickable in close. He puts both arms to his face, locks a couple of punches, and comes up with punches of his own.
And he has been constant movement throughout the fight. He has tried just about everything already against Rivera. And Wolfe, who is a knockout artist, perhaps very surprised that this fight is still going on. There's a left by Rivera.
He's been hitting Wolfe some real good punches in the last round especially. He's used that pickable, and he comes out of it punching.
And now Mike Boggs is bringing Sammy Rivera over to the doctor. Rivera has been taking tremendous punishment.
He sustained a bad cut.
You see that?
Yeah, fine.
Oh, that's fine. The doctor gives Rivera the okay. And they quickly get back, and Wolfe takes advantage. Off the break, comes in when scores with a straight right.
Actually, it's not a cut. It's a bruise, and the referee actually thought it was bothering the kid.
This is round 4. It has been wall-to-wall action between the 2 welterweights, Glenn Wolfe in the red and Sammy Rivera in the black.
This is what you call a battle of the one that's going to survive, because they're really hitting each other all kinds of shots now. And actually, Rivera, as tired as he is doing his best work.
That stoppage to the fight by Mike Boggs for the inspection by the doctor. Psychologically, does that affect either fighter?
I don't think so. I just think it's a good idea to let the doctor be the judge if the kid's able to continue.
Tell tell you, so far it's been a tribute to both fighters, the conditioning that they have apparently gone through before tonight's fight.
Oh, the fights got better each and every round. The way it looked to me in the first round, it wasn't going to last that long. But you got to give due credit to Sammy Rivera. He's a real gangster, and he's given a real good shot now.
And seems to be getting stronger. The only question now is how much more his face gets messed up by Glenn Wolfe. Mike Boggs, the referee, taking a close look at Rivera, and we'll take a close look now as the doctor back in the corner. All right, doctor, giving him the test, asking how many fingers are showing, and Sammy Rivera doing very well in mathematics. All right, Rivera taking most of the punishment, but he did score a big left hand.
That was right on a button, too.
The big punch in this fight by Rivera, as we have gone through 4 rounds.
Hit him with a sneaky peek, come back with a hook. Put them together. Right. Okay? And by the end, he's going to be tired. So then you can get out there and box him. Okay? All right.
Final instructions by Marcel Clay. Glenn Wolfe, last couple of fights going up against unbeatens and coming out with the victory, and again he goes up against an unbeaten opponent in Sammy Rivera.
I'll have a conversation with Marcel Clay after the fight, because one word you never use in the corner, say tired, because the guy, he said the other guy's going to get tired. He said, well, if he's going to get tired, then I'm going to get tired. So it's a word you do not use.
I'm tired just watching it. I mean, there it is. Rivera is down.
Good right hand.
As he struggles to get to the ropes.
6, 7, 8. All right?
Trying to clear the cobwebs.
What's happening?
Referee should stop it, because the kid's definitely hurt, and he'll go down again.
And that will be it.
Yeah, they should stop it.
All right, so Glenn Wolfe finally getting through to Sammy Rivera. The two exchange in the middle of the ring.
Great right hand. He hit him right. A shot as the kid was bending, and the way he went down looked like he couldn't continue. Because when they go down like out in pieces, then they're out of there.
The end came quickly here in the 5th round. Glenn Wolfe, who threw just about everything, and it was this shot here at the beginning of the 5th round to finally get Rivera down.
Rivera didn't see the punch, and that's the kind that hurt you. He bent, didn't see the punch coming.
I would think those would be most effective. Well, that's the ones you don't see.
That's the ones that knock you out.
So Rivera suffers his first defeat, although putting up a very game effort against Glenn Wolfe. So Rivera drops to a record of 6-1, and Glenn Wolfe now ups his undefeated mark to 7-0, and he records his 6th knockout. Good-looking young welterweight out of Miami, Florida, Glenn Wolfe.
Ladies and gentlemen, the time, 44 seconds of the 5th round. The winner by technical knockout and still undefeated, Glenn Wolfe.
Glenn Wolfe.
Teen-year-old with a bright future as he wins his